back. We had such love from you guys on our last video that we decided we're going to do this again and keep this up because we like to cook and evidently you guys like watching it.
Yes.
So today's recipe was found on Pinterest. God love Pinterest. This is chicken marsala, but it's not just chicken marsala, it's chicken marsala in a crock pot.
It's kind of chicken marsala in a crock pot. Like half the recipe is cook it normally, and then at the very end you shove it in a crock pot for a couple hours, which is a little weird.
This is this is cheating as far as I can tell. The recipe that we found is from Moms with Crock Pots. I would like to introduce you to my crock pot though. She's a beaut. I love this handle, by the way. I just noticed this.
The handle's fancy.
This was actually sent to us for a review, and I've been using it for about a month or so. I freaking love this thing. My crock pot that I had before this, well, I still have it, is like this giant thing from the 70s.
Oh, those are awesome though, right?
And it's great. I love it. But I love this one. This one is only a 6-cup one, by the way. It's kind of small, but it's great, you know, especially if you're just doing, you know, just the two of us or whatever. And it's not just a crock pot. You can also make rice in it and yogurt, which I have not yet done. That seems a little complicated. No, I read the thing and I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't know about that. But rice.
You can make beer in it. You can make,
oh my gosh. But one of the fabulous things about this, okay, first of all, it is a clay pot in here, Vita clay pot. So this clay pot is supposed to be super fabulous for you and it holds in all the nutrients and there's no, I don't know, lead in it or something.
And what is it? It cooks like twice as fast?
Yes, it cooks like twice as fast. So if the recipe says, like this recipe says to cook it for 4 hours, you only have to cook it for 2 in this thing.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see if that's BS or not.
No, I've done it. I've been using this for a month, and it's legit.
All right.
I made enchiladas, I made chili, I made a bunch of other things that I can't remember, rice, you know, all that stuff, and it's legit. It's good stuff. So
let's give it a shot.
Anyway, we're gonna make some chicken marsala. Okay, but first we have to cook some things and then put it in here.
All right, fine. All right, so we're having this recipe. So we got
we decided to have it.
Boneless chicken, skinless breasts. These guys.
Something like that, yes.
All right, we need some olive oil, some prosciutto and or bacon. I vote for both. 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms, some Marsala wine. What do we have? We have Marsala wine. That's where we have this wine.
I just got that.
We got some chicken broth and some fresh parsley. Did we get fresh parsley?
No.
Good God.
I forgot the parsley, but it's just garnish anyway.
It's parsley. We'll find something else. We'll garnish it with a prosciutto.
What do we do first?
I don't know. We're actually reading instructions, which I hate doing. Place flour in shallow bowl and season with salt and pepper.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Do that. Alright. How much flour?
Some flour.
A cup?
Half cup.
Half cup.
Yeah, just dump some flour. That's fine. I mean, it's just going to coat the things, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much flour. Dump some flour in a bowl.
Alright, there we go. That's enough flour.
Yay flour. We're making this easy. Put yay flour. It's an SI unit. Just throw yay flour in a bowl.
And they want us to salt and pepper that?
Salt and pepper. Chuck some in there. How much? Nobody knows.
You know, eyeball it.
Eyeballs?
I like
an eyeball's worth of pepper, evidently.
Eyeball's worth. That's gross.
Well, alright. Coat the chicken evenly with flour, shaking off the excess. Just swing it around in circles until it's gone.
Here, wait. Mix up that flour first or something. Here.
Sure. Alright. You want me to have the chicken hands?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do chicken hands today.
By the way, in our last video, if you guys, if you didn't see it, I will link it in the description box. Go watch it, it's fun. But there's a lot of cuts in there where it makes it look like we weren't washing our hands after handling the chicken.
I was just licking them directly after, just rubbing my eyeballs with them. Yeah.
No, we've been washing our hands, so.
In fact, if you were watching that video, you probably have some of that one. So.
We're both still here. We're good. Okay, alright, there we go.
So we're just going to coat the hell out of this guy. And then do what with? I have no idea.
Oh yeah, I think we're supposed to throw it in a pan, probably with some oil or something. Yeah. Heat the olive oil in a large skillet. Brown the chicken on both sides. Working in batches so you don't overcrowd. Whatever, we're only doing 2.
We're only doing 2.
Oh,
no overcrowded chicken in the skillet.
Okay.
Okay, so 3... This is 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Just throw some olive oil in there. It's
right, I'm not measuring this.
Please don't measure the olive oil that you're throwing into a pan. You'll be all right. Out of all the decisions that you've made today.
Not enough to boil the chicken.
Yeah. If all of a sudden you're deep frying your chicken, that was too much oil. I'm like giving this thing a massage.
I know.
I'm just trying to get it in there.
Buy the thing a drink first. All right, just throw it in the pan.
Well, look, there's like.
All right, well, shake it.
of
It
it
doesn't
where-
have to be.
You don't know. I'm coating
That's your
this
piece
thing.
of chicken. You're gonna eat it later and find chunks of flour and
you're
tucked
right.
in the crevices,
I'm just gonna. It says to like swing it around over your head, but I'm not gonna do that.
like a pizza dough.
I'm a gentleman. Okay, is that heating up?
I don't mean to laugh at the fact that you're a gentleman. You are a gentleman, my
That's
love.
one.
I mean, it's a fairly easy prep. You just brown the chicken. You're not even cooking it the whole way through. You're just getting it brown on the outside, you know? And then just throwing the prosciutto in for a minute or two.
Yeah, to me, I like a crock pot. To me is like a one-pot meal. You know, you dump in everything.
Oh, totally. You
and
just
you're done.
throw everything in there and walk away.
That's what I think of.
Yeah,
So,
the whole having to cook things first is definitely...
yeah, we've decided to make
weird.
it more complicated for you to eat. If you're watching this video, your life is too simple, and you've decided, how can I complicate my life?
One cool thing about this crock pot is that it has this little dumaflashi in here that actually weighs the pot. So like if you're cooking rice, you don't have to specify, oh, well, I'm only cooking a cup of rice or I'm cooking 2 cups of rice. It weighs it for you so it knows how long to cook it.
What?
I know, right?
That's awesome.
It's so cool.
It's the future, people. You thought you wanted a jetpack, but in fact what you really wanted was a self-weighing rice button on the bottom of your thing, crock pot. I don't know.
And it has
I'm
like a
still holding up for
delay
jetpacks.
button if you're not quite ready to cook your food for some
Right,
reason, or I don't know.
Do you have a flipper?
Just get it.
Just check them. How are they doing? Okay, so this took about 3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
On one side. Okay, great. So about 3 minutes aside.
I'm so curious because I've never made Marsala chicken before. I've certainly eaten it before, but I don't know what Marsala wine really is. It was right next to the sherry.
Good.
Right?
Glass for this.
I'm kind of curious to know what this tastes like.
Get a plastic glass. A plastic glass befitting the classiness of the screw top. Right next to sherry, just a bit.
Okay, let's see. I'm so curious.
It's not the color of normal wine.
No, it's
That's the color
brown.
of like bad gasoline.
Bad gasoline. Well, think of it more like a port or something, or sherry.
Yeah, it's a lot more like a.
Anything?
It's interesting. Those are probably dead, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's much more like a pork.
Oh yeah, that's brown. Okay, so I'm just gonna shove it in
Yep,
here.
shove them in. All right, so 2 browned chickens shoved in. Okay, so now we're gonna add a little bit more olive oil, and we're gonna add a little more olive oil, and then the prosciutto. Okay, so we're just gonna dump all the prosciutto in. Good.
Go. Yeah.
There you go. Whoa.
Oh, it's curling up like shrinky dinks. I don't know. What do you think? Is that crispy?
So I think the level of crispiness is up to you. I think this is crispy to taste. I'd go for a little bit crispier because if we're really looking for crispy, this is not quite crispy yet. So I'd maybe another 30 seconds. So I'd say about 2 minutes on medium.
Okay.
Is about average crispy. But I mean, obviously, just eyeball it, whatever you feel like it. Okay, so now we throw. Oh my god.
And then the mushrooms. And then we let these brown for a minute or 2.
Alright, so we're putting in double the amount of mushrooms on this one.
These are big mushroom slices. The recipe calls for a 1/3 cup of Marsala and a 1/3 cup of chicken stock.
Right, so we need a 1/6 of each. So if we just do about half up to the 3rd line.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go halfway to the 3rd line with one and then the rest of the way to the 3rd line with the other. Science.
Also, if you don't want alcohol, you can just use chicken stock the whole way. You don't have to use Marsala.
That's true.
All right, booze it up, baby.
Boozing. Where's the 3rd line?
That's such a tiny amount of chicken stock.
It's good. Okay. All right. So we're cooking up the mushrooms, and then we're going to stir in this fabulous, non-drinkable concoction.
How long are we supposed to cook the mushrooms?
Until they brown.
Oh, this recipe. They cook like us.
Right? Just do stuff. It's fine. Well, those look brown. They were white, now they're brown.
Watch your little self there.
Once brown, stir in wine and broth, scraping up browned bits of prosciutto stuck to the pan. There aren't any brown bits stuck to the pan because we have good pans.
Yeah, it's a non-stick pan. And then we'll stir it around.
All right, we'll stir it.
Scrape it. Oh yes, I'm scraping so hard.
What accent was that? Just out of curiosity.
That's my mushroom accent.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right, and then I'm just pouring this over the chicken.
Sure. Pour the mushroom and wine sauce over the chicken in the crock pot.
There you go.
Cover and cook on low for 4 hours. See how easy that was?
It was easy. I mean, that wasn't bad at all.
Just put it in the crock pot. Okay, so we're going to put it on the crock pot for 2 hours because evidently we have a magic crock pot that defies the laws of time.
We totes do. You don't know. Slow cooking.
Pays off loans in half the time.
Start. Bam.
Done?
And it has a little digital clock on here that tells you time left. And then when the time is up, it will warm it for you.
It
will tell you how long it's been warming. The warmer just keeps going until you turn it off. And it said that, like, even if you turn it off and it's not on at all, it will still keep your food warm for quite some time.
That was
Forget the exact thing, but
we'll go with quite some time. All right, so there's a gluten-free version of this, but I'm not going to read it. So
let's just use gluten-free flour. That's it. That's the only gluten in here.
And gluten-free chicken broth.
That's a thing?
I just read it.
Chicken broth has gluten?
Girl, I don't even know what gluten is, so I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Fair enough. Okay, I guess we'll be back in like 2 hours. Okay, so it has been like 2.5 hours actually.
Well, 2 hours of cooking, 30 minutes of warming.
Right.
We were busy watching Game of Thrones, so... Alright.
Get this lid off of here.
Whoa. Alright, looks like chicken.
So I'm basically just gonna, I don't know, scoop up a chicken breast.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put some of this stuff on top.
Yeah. And you can serve this over a starchy something or other, like mashed potatoes or rice or something, but...
Yeah, it does seem like it's missing...
Yeah, whatever.
Specifically my spaghetti rash. Okay.
Maybe pasta.
Okay, so we're missing parsley, but it's parsley. Okay.
Yeah, who cares? Oh my gosh, this chicken just like fell apart.
Oh my god, you're right.
Good?
Yeah. That is ridiculously good. The prosciutto really helps. Like prosciutto or bacon, I definitely stick with the prosciutto. Just a slightly better flavor, I think.
Could use a little salt.
Yeah, maybe a little salt.
But that's good.
It is ridiculously good. And we didn't really spend a lot of time actually doing any cooking on that.
Yeah, I mean, that was super simple.
This is super good. This is super ridiculously good. I am totally shocked and amazed at this. And like I said, it took very little time. You could have, you know, just browned the chicken and gotten all the other ingredients together, you know, at lunch, and then throw it in the crock pot and it's ready for dinner. Yes, super good.
Yeah, because browning the chicken...
I've kind of run out of adjectives.
And the prosciutto and the mushrooms, I mean, it didn't take very long at all, because you're not...
Right.
You know, because you're not, like, cooking it, you're just browning it quickly and then throwing it in the crock pot. I think I would make this again.
I would make this a lot.
Yeah, because it was really easy. And, you know...
I didn't get to hammer anything, though, so I was a little bit sad about that.
I'm sorry about that. We'll hammer more chicken. We'll hammer more chicken, baby.
Or something. Recipes that you can hammer is my next Google search.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your food-loving friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let us know what you thought of this recipe. And, you know, we'll see you in our next video. All right. Bye.